You are probably going to be doing a lot of walking and standing around, so you're going to definitely want comfortable shoes. Hey guys, welcome back. It's now July, and that's getting to be the season for conferences and conventions, especially for direct sales companies. So I thought I would come to you today with some tips if you're going to your company's conference or convention. These aren't just tips for conferences, they're also kind of good travel tips in general if you're going on a type of vacation where you're sort of on the go and out and about for the day. But I have been to 5 conferences for 3 different companies in the last 5 years. Actually, this is the first summer in 5 years that I am not going to a conference. And I also have a lot of friends who are in direct sales and have been to their company's different conferences and things, so I have a pretty good idea of how they work and what goes on there. So I have some tips for you that will help you hopefully with your packing and preparing. So my first tip for you is shoes. You are probably going to be doing a lot of walking and standing around, so you're going to definitely want comfortable shoes. Obviously sneakers are a great choice for comfortable shoes, but if they aren't appropriate attire for the type of event you're going to, wear comfortable flats. So I love Yossi Samra flats. You might have seen my review about these that I did previously. They're foldable, although I don't see why that's any different than just packing them like this. They're super comfortable. They come in a bunch of different colors, and even if you want to wear a different kind of shoe and like carry these for when your feet do get tired, they're great for that. They're not cheap, but you can find them on sale sometimes. I actually just got a couple pairs on Zulily if you didn't see that score. So definitely keep your eye out for Yossi Samra flat. If you want to wear sandals, try to go for something with an ankle strap for more support. So these are Sam Edelman sandals that I actually got a couple years ago to take to the LuLaRoe convention because it's a little bit more of a like dressed up, obviously it's a clothing company type of event, and it was also in the desert of California, so I didn't really want to be wearing closed shoes. So these sandals were extremely comfortable. I wore these and literally like ran all over the city in them, literally ran, and they're very comfortable for the day. So again, something with a little bit more support so you can actually walk comfortably in them. And the next thing you'll want to think about is a bag. So you're probably going to end up with some kind of handouts or swag. You might want a notebook, camera, sweater, water, whatever to keep with you. So you might actually get a tote bag as part of your swag at the event, but first of all, it might not be, you know, the most comfortable thing to carry around all day, and second of all, everyone's going to have the same bag and you might want something a little different. So I like a zip top bag for security. So this is a Stella and Dot tote that I got a couple years ago, and I actually took this to the LuLaRoe convention again because that was like a little bit more of a like C and B scene sort of event. But this is a huge size, as you can see. It has an outside pocket and then it does zip shut. There we go. But also it's a shoulder bag, so you know, you can securely carry it like that. I also have taken this shoulder bag from Sea Wonder, which doesn't exist anymore, but actually I had it in a navy blue color and I took it to Keep Collective convention a couple years ago because the colors of Keep are or were at the time orange and navy blue, and I actually take this to a lot of things where I'm like at an event for the day because it's really lightweight. It's sort of like a nylon material, and again it has the zip top, it has shoulder straps, there's a couple pockets inside, and it actually holds like a surprising amount. So this one is great to take out to different events where you need to carry stuff for the day. And then of course I've been to a couple of 31 conventions, conferences, and obviously that is a bag company, so you're definitely going to get a bag there. But again, if you want to bring your own, especially for something like that, it's fun to bring either, you know, something that you've had personalized with 31, that's always fun, something that you've earned as part of an incentive that maybe not everybody has, something that is old that shows kind of like how long you've been with the company, or you know, just your favorite bag. But again, those are sort of the features that I look for in a bag: zip top, comfortable to carry, the bag itself not being really heavy, and big enough to carry all the stuff that I will want with me for the day. Now this one might be kind of obvious if it applies to you, but I know it's like easy to forget these things in the stress of packing. So medication. Hopefully you brought it with you, first of all, but you might want to keep it on you during the day, especially if it's something that you need to take at specific times, because you're probably going to be on the go for most of the day. You might not be able to get back to your hotel or wherever you're staying between the conference and like spending time with your team or your friends or going out sightseeing. So you might not be where your medicine is. So if you just keep it with you, you can make sure you get it at the right time. Kind of along the same lines as that, especially if you have some sort of medical condition where you might need to like have a snack throughout the day, or if you're following a specific diet, you might want to carry some snacks with you. So like, you know, a bar of some sort, or like if you're diabetic and you need a piece of candy, you know, nuts or something like that, whatever kind of, you know, suits your diet and your medical needs. But there might not always be food. You might be on the go and not able to get food. You might be at a LuLaRoe convention where they run out of food. Who knows? It's always good to bring a snack. My next must-have for conferences, and really again any kind of travel, is your charger cables and a battery bank for your phone or any other electronics that you're bringing with you if you have a tablet or something like that. This battery bank has saved the day for myself and other people many, many times. I usually keep 1 or 2 cords and a wall plug on me in my purse at all times anyway, and really being able to plug into the wall, of course, is ideal. But if you're on the go or you're sitting in a training session, you can just plug into a battery bank and, you know, put this and your phone right into your bag, and it'll just charge while you're sitting there. This one is 16,000 mAh. I looked up what that stood for and I forget, but it, you know, it's the unit that they measure like phone batteries in. So this one's 16,000, which is huge. And actually the whole thing is just slightly larger than my phone itself, so it's not that big. And actually I just got my husband one for Christmas last year that I think is like 22 or 24,000, so they make even more powerful ones of these. But this will recharge your phone multiple times before you need to recharge the bank. And actually there's 2 ports in it, 2 USB ports, so you can actually charge multiple devices at once. I share this with other people. Like I said, I've saved the day for myself and others many times with this thing. Next up is business cards. Even if you don't regularly use them in your business, you're going to be meeting a ton of people, and it's a really easy way to just swap contact information with your new friends. I actually made these with my photograph so that I could help people remember who I was when they're going through their stack of cards when they get back home. Sometimes I'll make notes on a business card, like maybe on the back of, you know, who the person is, you know, oh, this is the so-and-so I met in the line for whatever. This is the person who said they were good at blah, blah, blah and would help me out. And I actually have stayed in touch with a lot of people that I randomly bumped into at conferences, because when I got home, I came back and, you know, went through the stack of cards and like found them on Facebook or got in touch with them, and we've remained in touch. And the last specific item that you'll want to keep with you at your conference is the schedule and the map of the event. So this will probably be given to you when you check in. Sometimes it's sent to you in advance to bring along, or sometimes there's an app or something else. So however you get it, keep tabs on that schedule so you can get to all the things that you want to do and see. And keep the map handy, especially if it's a really large event, so you know how to get to everything. There might be other optional events or local sightseeing or things that you're trying to fit in, so you can kind of add that into your schedule. And actually, what I've done is sit down the night before and kind of go through the schedule for the next day and plan out my agenda and like what activities or classes specifically I want to get to for that day. And then I have just like a few random items. Most of them are things that I carry with me in my purse anyway, but they can come in really handy when you're at a conference or again somewhere where you're just out for the day. So a pen, dental floss, hand sanitizer, lip balm, and actually a lip balm with SPF really saved my mouth when I was stuck in a line outdoors in the California desert for hours. Snacks, like I said, painkillers or headache medicine, a stain stick like a Tide pen if you spill something on yourself, tissues, and wet wipes. So I hope you found these suggestions useful. If you did, leave me a comment or a thumbs up. And if you have some suggestions of your own, your must-haves for conferences or conventions, if you're in the direct sales business or anything else, please leave me a comment below. I would love to know what is a must-have for you at these events. And if you're going to a conference this summer or whenever you're watching this, have a great time. Thanks for watching, and I hope you will be back next time.